William Golding, who was born in 1911 in England, is widely regarded as one of the most influential writers of the 20th century. Golding also wrote poetry, plays, and non-fiction essays, in addition to fiction. In 1983, he was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature. Lord of the Flies, his first novel, established him as a major literary figure. Other writers have continued to adapt and reference Lord of the Flies to this day. His writing frequently raised issues of morality and human nature, both of which he was cynical about. Lord of the Flies is a novel about a group of British schoolboys who live on a deserted island in the Pacific during an imagined destructive war. Their plane has been shot down and the pilot has been killed, leaving the boys alone. Ralph, the protagonist, and Piggy, a wise chubby boy, are the first two boys to be introduced. Ralph discovers a conch shell, and Piggy suggests blowing it to call out any survivors. After that, the boys gather. Ralph is voted as the leader and the hunters are given to Jack. Ralph, Jack, and Simon leave to explore and they discover that they are on an island. Ralph tells the boys to make a fire on the mountain for ships to notice and rescue them. They light the fire with Piggy's glasses and it burns out of control, killing one of the lieutenants. The boys build huts, but as time passes, only Ralph and Simon continue to construct them, while many of the kids swim and eat fruit, and Jack and his hunters are hunting. When a ship passes the island, Piggy and Ralph realize that the signal fire is out. They rush to restart it, but they are too late. Jack and his hunters return from hunting and they want to celebrate. Ralph is furious and Piggy scolds Jack. Jack smacks Piggy, breaking one of his glasses lenses. Ralph calls a meeting using the conch. During the meeting, Ralph says that they must cooperate to be rescued. The little ones claim that a beast stalks the island. The older boys try to calm them, but the terror spreads. Jack does not believe in the beast and he claims that he can protect them. Jack says that the rules are useless and leaves with the hunters. Military planes fight over the island that night. A pilot jumps out of his plane, crashes into the island and dies. The next morning, Sam and Eric notice the dead pilot and his parachute, and confuse the pilot with the beast. They flee, and a meeting is convened. Jack claims that they will catch the beast. Jack and Ralph lead a search for the beast. They find the parachute and reach to the same conclusion. They report their findings at the next meeting. Jack tries to become the leader, but the boys vote against it. So Jack leaves with the hunters. Piggy recommends building a fire on the beach instead of on the mountain. As a tribute to the beast, Jack's group kill a pig and mount its head on a stick. Simon comes across the head and declares it's the Lord of the Flies. He has a vision where the head tells him that it is within him. Simon passes out. Later, he learns the truth about the parachute. During a feast, Simon finds the boys, including Ralph and Piggy. They mistook Simon for the beast, attacked, and murdered him. Later, Piggy and Ralph deny their actions. The two of them and the twins are the only boys who haven't joined Jack's group. Jack's group breaks into Ralph's camp and steals Piggy's glasses to build a fire. Piggy needs his glasses back and he wants to talk to Jack's group. The four boys go to Jack's group. Piggy grabs the conch and tries to persuade Jack to help him. Roger rolls a large rock down the slope, killing Piggy and smashing the conch. Ralph flees after Sam and Eric are kidnapped. Ralph sneaks up to Sam and Eric, who inform him that Jack is after him. Ralph tells them that he will hide, but they betray his presence to Jack. To find Ralph, Jack sets fire to the forest. Ralph flees and is found on the beach. He collapses when he arrives. When he looks up, he notices a British naval officer. Ralph begins to cry and the other boys react in the same way. Symbols. The process of building shelters, gathering food, and seeking rescue is meticulously documented throughout the story. However, Golding develops a number of symbols that gradually gain importance and power. The conch shell. The conch comes to symbolize logic and order. It has the ability to calm the boys and make them listen to wisdom. The conch's color fades as more boys defect to Jack's tribe. The head of a pig. Simon describes the Lord of the Flies as a pig's head on a spike being consumed by flies. The Lord of the Flies symbolizes the boys' growing savagery. Glasses for Piggy. Piggy's glasses end up being used to start a fire. The glasses are a more powerful symbol of control than the conch. The conch is purely symbolic, whereas the glasses represent true power. The beast is a monster. The beast represents the boys' irrational terror. Prior to their arrival, it did not exist on the island. Themes. Good versus evil. The central question of this story is whether humanity is inherently good or evil. The boys are initially motivated to create an orderly society with a sense of fairness, but as they grow more fearful, their civilization devolves into chaos. Reality versus illusion. The boys believe in the beast has physical ramifications. The boys' behavior becomes increasingly savage as their belief in the illusion grows and it's motivated by irrational fears. When those imaginary elements change, the society's structure vanishes with them. Chaos versus order. The conflict between order and chaos is constant. Ralph and Jack are two opposite characters, with Ralph establishing orderly authority and Jack encouraging chaos. At first, the boys act in a controlled manner, but when they lose hope, they devolve into chaos.